Okay. Anyway, guys, I need to explain this to you because this speech is a bit different. So I'm gonna break it down for you. So first, right, there'll be like there will be myself explaining how the persuasive process goes. So I'm gonna explain like what kind of techniques I'm gonna use and why I'm doing that. And the second thing goes into the role playing. I'm going to role play with this partner, and then we are going to emulate this scenario where that person is buying stuff from me. And then lastly is going to be, I'm going to conclude everything where I'm going to refrain, I'm going to repeat again how does this process goes, and maybe you guys can give a little feedback on that. So with that, let's start. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that people buy products for one thing and one thing only. That is happiness. The reason why people choose to buy a certain product is because they believe in their hearts of hearts that these products can actually make them happier. They thought that by buying these very products, they can finally fill in this empty void inside their heart, and that is why they choose to buy that product. With this principle in mind, my sales pitch for tonight will focus to answer this very question, which is to actually trying to show my customer how my product can actually make him or her happier. Although the manual advocates me to actually focus on solving a person's problem or satisfying a person's needs, but I believe underlying all those needs, underlying all those wants, is the desire to be happy. The reason why we need what we need, the reason why we want what we want is because we want to be happy. And that is why I'm focusing on these aspects tonight. So in order to accomplish this objective, the first thing that I need to do is to actually build rapport with my customer. I need to show and demonstrate that I actually care. That I'm not just some random guy interested in his money. I'm not just this sales guy who is interested in commissions, but I am someone who actually cares, someone who knows what they want, and someone who can provide that happiness. Well, friends, this shall be accomplished by first doing pleasant talks. Like I'll do pleasantries. I will talk to him, make small talks, and some easy conversation. And this is supposed to make him comfortable and open to my sales pitch, which is going to be elaborated in the second part. And next, I need to find out what actually makes this person happy. This can be done through asking strategic questions, which I have planned beforehand. And these questions are used to find out what is it that makes this person actually thinks. And I mean, at the end, sales is about fulfilling a person's needs. It's about fulfilling that cravings that they have. In other words, their happiness. And lastly, I should show my customer how my product can actually make him or her happier. And that is done through some explanation, and perhaps it will be adjusted depending on how the person actually responds to my questions. So without further ado, I'd like to invite my first customer of the day, Shar. So in this scenario, let's pretend that we are all in GNC, and our dear friend Sharaf is actually a buff guy. I know it's very hard to imagine. Just kidding. But anyway, what he's trying to buy a protein shake, and I'm supposed to be this salesman that is going to help him find out the right protein shakes for him. I know I promised you guys that I'm not going to touch anything about the gym, but you know what? It's the new year. So let's pretend that you are looking at this substance. Hey, it seems to be in this one.
I'm actually looking for a protein shake for myself and maybe also my hamster.
This is totally new. Before I suggest things to you, may I actually know what kind of goals you and your hamster wanted to achieve?
I mean, a goal that every man wants, right? Like a six-pack, big rippling muscles,
Right.
massive chest.
I see. And how about your hamster yourself?
My hamster, of course, I would like my hamster to be buff as well, because he has put on a lot of weight, so I was hoping protein shakes would help him.
Jokes aside, let's focus on the main thing here, right? May I know like how committed you are to the gym? I mean, sometimes people can commit up to 4 times a week, but how about you?
I go for 6 times a week, man.
I can see. So I can understand that from this that you are actually someone who loves working out. You are someone who actually are passionate about bodybuilding.
Oh, yeah.
So may I recommend you this product called the Ultimate Nutrition Protein. It contains a high protein. It has a lot of carbohydrates, which is good for recovery. Which in your case, because I hear that you work out 6 times a week, I mean that's quite a lot of times a week. So I think you need the exact amount of protein and carbohydrate just for you. So this protein is specialized to help people recover faster. And in your case, I believe that this product is the best.
So after 6 days now, I can increase my frequency to 8 times a week?
With all due respect, in 1 week you can only have some of this.
I go to the gym twice in a day.
Although it's a bit hard to believe, but yes, with this product, I believe that you can actually improve your performance. And through this, you'll become a better person. Eventually, you'll get impacts.
Cool. So can I buy it now?
Yeah, sure.
Woo. Thank you.
Do you wash your hands? That's good. Okay, jokes aside, so okay, what happened in that process is that I did some pleasantries. I mean, I asked him, why do you look around? Why are you looking so confused? I mean, why can I help? So that's how I started my opening questions. But right, actually the manual encourages me to open up with small talks, but I can see that this person is a bit confused, so I need to give him right to the message, right? And that's the most important thing. And then the second thing is that I started to ask questions, good questions. Things like, what is your goal? Things like, how often do you work out in a week? Although he answered like 6 times, that's a lot. I don't think anybody would work out 6 times a week. But I find that these questions help me gauge what kind of persuasion techniques I can use. So in his case, he worked out for 6 times a week. So this means this guy needs my protein shakes. So I just need to do some simple persuasion and it will work. And as you may see the results, although it might not sound very serious, but it worked. That's the most important thing. And at the end of the day, persuasion is about understanding the person. So through all these questions, through all this wandering around, you actually will get to know about this person. And by knowing this person, then and only then can you provide that person with what they need and eventually make them a happier person. Back to you, Toastmasters.